A series of events happen in a specific pattern, and suddenly your brain goes, hold on, I've 100% lived this before. Not similar, not close, but exact. That creepy moment is called déjà vu, and today we're trying to explain it, without pretending the universe is glitching or that you're a time traveler. First things first, déjà vu doesn't mean you've seen the future or lived a past life. It means your brain messed up. Just for a second, which is honestly way more terrifying. The word déjà vu literally means already seen, and about 70% of people experience it at least once. So if this has happened to you, congratulations, you're normal. Or at least normally broken, like the rest of us. Here's the simplest explanation. Your brain has two jobs happening at the same time, seeing the present and storing memories. Most of the time, this process runs smoothly, but sometimes the brain accidentally files the present moment into the memory folder too fast. When that happens, your brain looks at what's happening right now and says, "Oh yeah, I remember this." Except you don't, because it literally just happened. This mix-up mainly involves the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory, and the temporal lobe, which helps process what you're seeing and hearing. When these two parts get out of sync, even for milliseconds, boom, déjà vu. To you it feels deep and mysterious. To your brain, it's basically a typo. Another theory is even funnier. Sometimes your brain processes the same moment twice, with a tiny delay. The first version slips past unnoticed. The second version shows up clearly. Your brain compares them and goes, "Wait, this feels familiar." And just like that, you're convinced reality is repeating itself when it's just your mind lagging like bad internet. This is why déjà vu often happens when you're tired, stressed, or distracted. Your brain is running on low battery and cutting corners. It's the mental equivalent of autocorrect changing the right word into something completely wrong and refusing to apologize. There's also a serious side to this. People with temporal lobe epilepsy sometimes experience intense déjà vu right before a seizure. That's one of the biggest reasons scientists know déjà vu is neurological, not mystical. Same feeling, just much stronger. So no, it's not a message from the universe. It's electricity firing where it shouldn't. But here's the weird part. Déjà vu actually proves something cool. Your memory system works. Studies show it happens more often in curious people, people who travel, and people who actively think. Basically, déjà vu shows up in brains that are busy making connections. So if you've experienced it, your brain isn't broken, it's just overconfident. And notice this, you can never predict déjà vu. You can never pause it. And the moment you try to analyze it, it vanishes. That's because once your brain realizes the mistake, it quickly corrects itself and erases the feeling. Like a magician snatching the trick away before you figure it out. But hold on, what's actually going on in the brain during these déjà vu episodes? Well, the feeling of déjà vu has been studied especially in people with a condition called temporal lobe epilepsy. In some TEL patients, episodes of déjà vu come just before a seizure, often called an aura. In experiments where doctors stimulated parts of the brain during pre-surgical evaluation, people often reported dreamy states, vivid hallucinations, or a strong sense they'd lived the moment before. That's a big clue. Areas inside the brain's temporal lobe, like the hippocampus, parahippocampal gyrus, and the rhinal cortex, frequently show up when déjà vu is triggered, either spontaneously or by stimulation. Here's what that suggests. Déjà vu may arise when your brain's familiarity detector, which usually helps you recognize what you've already experienced, misfires. Instead of familiarity and a real memory, you get familiarity alone. Your brain thinks, this feels familiar, but it can't fetch a matching memory. And that mismatch results in the strange, wait, have I done this before? Feeling. In people with epilepsy, especially those with TEL, this misfiring can be more extreme, causing repeated or intense déjà vu experiences. For them, the familiarity signal may come from abnormal electrical activity. Interestingly, though, and this is important, people without epilepsy still experience déjà vu. That suggests the same mechanism, or a similar one, might produce those fleeting sensations. Now, the next time déjà vu hits and you feel like you've unlocked some cosmic secret, relax. You're not seeing the future. You're not repeating a timeline. Your brain just accidentally told you a lie, then fixed it before you could call it out. And honestly, for a few seconds, it's kind of amazing that something so ordinary can feel so unreal. If you have experienced déjà vu before, let us know down in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like on this video.